Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to Viral English Class, your warm and cozy corner for easy English conversations, real stories, and everyday dialogues that make sense.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Rabio, and I'm really happy to see you here today. It means the world to us that you press play on this episode.
And I'm Minya, and you know what? Whether you're out for a walk right now, or you're cooking something in the kitchen, or maybe you're just sitting there cleaning your room, or even if you're hiding from your homework somewhere.
Yeah, we've all been there. There's probably a big to-do list somewhere waiting for you, and you just quietly slipped away to listen to this podcast instead.
Oh, totally. And honestly, if you're going to escape from your responsibilities for a little while, escaping into English is probably the smartest choice you can make.
Absolutely. Your chores are still waiting for you, sure, but at least while you're here, your English is getting stronger, your listening is improving, and your vocabulary is growing little by little.
I really like that way of thinking about it. English first, chores later. Okay, let's try to remember that next time we want to procrastinate.
Good plan. Okay, but before we dive deep into today's lesson, Minya, can I ask you something? How are you feeling right now? And please, be honest with me.
Let me think about that for a moment.
Take your time. No rush here.
You know what? My mouth wants to say, I'm good. That's the easy answer, right? The answer we give when we don't want to get into details.
Yeah, I'm good is the classic escape answer.
Exactly. But if I answer honestly, really honestly, I think I would say I feel a little sleepy, a bit overwhelmed by everything on my plate today. But also, at the same time, I feel calm and genuinely excited to be here recording this episode with you.
Aw, that sounds so much more real than just one word. That's like a whole weather report of feelings. Sleepy, overwhelmed, calm, excited, all at once. That's totally valid.
Thank you for understanding. And what about you, Rabio? How are you doing today? Be honest with me, too.
Honestly, I'm a bit tired, to be completely real with you. A little bit stressed about some things I need to finish, but you know what? I'm really happy to be here talking with you and with all of our wonderful listeners.
That sounds so much more genuine. Not just one little word, but a whole mix of feelings. That's what makes us human, right?
Exactly. And that's what we really want to teach you today. Not just to say I'm fine or I'm okay, but to express yourself in a fuller way.
Like, for example, you could say, right now I feel tired and a little bit nervous because I have an exam coming up tomorrow. Or, I feel really happy and relaxed because I'm listening to this awesome podcast. See? A feeling plus a reason. That's the magic formula.
The magic formula. I love that. One feeling, one reason. Simple English, but such honest and beautiful communication.
And as you listen to today's episode, try to ask yourself that question. How do I really feel right now? And then try to answer in a full mini sentence, not just one little word.
Yeah, give yourself that moment to check in with your emotions. It's good for your English and it's good for your heart.
And speaking of today, to help you practice all of this, we've chosen a very special theme for this episode.
We really have. In this lesson, we're going to walk through one completely normal day together, from the very first moment in the morning all the way to the quiet of night.
And along the way, we'll show you simple but powerful English sentences to talk about your feelings in every moment of that day.
In each moment, we'll slow down and put real, genuine emotions into real sentences, all in easy English that you can copy, practice, and use right away.
Yeah, not just a dry vocabulary list that you'll forget tomorrow. We're talking about feelings you can actually say when life is good, when life is messy, or when it's somewhere right in the middle.
And we won't just throw words at you and leave you standing there confused. We'll give you real, usable sentences that you can say to your friends, your coworkers, your family members, or even just to yourself in your journal when you're being honest with yourself.
Real sentences for real life. That's our goal here at Viral English Class.
And please don't worry about the difficulty level. Today's episode is B1 Easy English. That means the language is clear, simple, and straightforward, but the topics we're discussing are real and deep and perfect for daily life English conversations.
So, if you're an intermediate learner, this is really your sweet spot. Everything here should feel just right for you.
And if you're a strong beginner who's still building confidence, please don't run away. You can absolutely stay with us. Just relax, take a deep breath, and catch as much as you can. Every little bit helps.
And remember, the beautiful thing about podcasts is that you can always pause, go back and listen again. Repeat is your friend.
Yeah, repeating is like going to the gym for your English brain. Not heavy weights that will exhaust you, just little gentle reps that slowly build your strength.
I love that comparison. Little by little, step by step, your English gets stronger. Okay, before we dive into this lovely day of feelings together, can we ask you for one tiny little favor?
Just one, we promise.
If you enjoy learning English through real, natural conversations like this one, please, pretty please, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
When you do that, it helps so many more learners find Viral English Class. It tells the YouTube universe, hey, this podcast is actually helpful and worth watching.
And it really, truly helps us keep making these episodes for you. So thank you in advance.
And while you're at it, we'd absolutely love to hear from you in the comments down below.
You can write one simple sentence, something like, I'm your name from your country, and today I feel your feeling because your reason. And then you fill in the blank with your own words.
It really doesn't need to be perfect. Grammar doesn't matter here. Honesty is what we're looking for. Just let your true feelings show.
Yeah. And when you write your feeling in English, you're not only practicing your grammar and your vocabulary, you're taking that feeling out of your head and putting it into words. That's actually really powerful.
It really is powerful. And yes, we promise you, we really do read your comments. Sometimes we're on the sofa, sometimes we're on the bus, sometimes we're having our morning coffee. Everywhere.
Sometimes your comments make us smile so wide, sometimes they make us laugh out loud, and sometimes they make us go, wow, that was actually really deep and touching.
They really do touch our hearts. So please don't be shy. We want to hear your voice in the comments.
Oh, and before we start our little journey through your feelings today, there's one more surprise waiting for you later in the episode.
Right. My favorite part is coming up.
Later, we're going to do a calm little word tour, like a friendly vocabulary walk through a beautiful garden of feelings.
On our word tour, we'll slow down and explain some bigger, deeper feeling words and idioms, like overwhelmed, on cloud nine, burnt out, down in the dumps, and so many more.
And we'll explain them all with super easy examples that anyone can understand.
So if some of those words feel big or scary right now, please don't worry. Just stay with us until the end, and we'll open them slowly, like unwrapping a present together on Christmas morning.
I love that feeling of slowly unwrapping something special.
Yeah. All right, our little warm-up chat is done. Our hearts feel nice and warm now. So let's step together into a normal, ordinary day, from morning all the way to night.
And let's learn how to really talk about how we feel in English, because those feelings, Rabio, they start the moment our day begins, don't they? Even before we speak a single word, they're already there.
They really are, right there inside us, waiting. So let's start at the very beginning of the day. Morning. That first moment when your eyes open and you realize, oh, it's a new day.
That first moment is already full of so many feelings. Sometimes you wake up feeling calm and peaceful, like the world is still and quiet and beautiful.
And sometimes you wake up feeling tired and grumpy and already a little annoyed at that alarm clock that just went off.
Calm and peaceful, or tired and grumpy. Those are really the two big teams of the morning, aren't they?
They really are. Yes, on a good morning, I wake up and I feel relaxed, a little bit fresh, like I'm ready to take on the world, maybe even a bit excited for whatever the day will bring.
Oh, I love that. It's like your mind is clear and the day is like a clean, empty page waiting to be written on.
A clean page. I really love that idea. On those beautiful days, you're almost over the moon for no big reason at all. Just happy to start. Just grateful to be alive.
Exactly. Not crazy over the top happy, but just light, you know? Like there's more room to breathe. I make my coffee, I stretch my body, and I think to myself, okay, today feels really good.
That sounds so peaceful. But of course, not every single morning is like that, is it?
No, absolutely not. Not at all. Some mornings I wake up and I already feel a little bit down and irritated, like a cloud is following me around. Ah, oh.
Yeah, I know that feeling too well.
My body feels heavy, my face feels serious, and I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just grumpy. That's definitely me on bad sleep nights.
I hear you. I open my eyes and I think, I'm so tired. My mood is just really low today. It's like a small gray cloud is sitting right there above my bed, just hovering.
Not a big dramatic storm, but also definitely not warm sunshine either.
Exactly. Somewhere in between. And sometimes it's not just about our mood. Sometimes we feel physically unwell.
Under the weather, we say. Under the weather means your body just isn't okay. Maybe your head hurts, your throat feels sore, or your nose is all blocked up.
You feel weak and a little bit sick, and the last thing you want to do is get out of bed.
So, on those kinds of mornings, you might say something like, I feel tired and a little bit grumpy today. That's a simple way to explain how you're doing.
Or, I'm feeling peaceful and calm this morning on the good days.
Or, I'm under the weather. I think I might be getting a cold.
There's another really important feeling that shows up sometimes. When you wake up and you're not really sad, you're not really happy either. You're nervous.
Nervous, like something important is coming and your stomach is doing flips.
Yes, exactly. Like before a big job interview or an important exam or your very first day at a new job. I wake up with butterflies in my stomach.
Butterflies. Your stomach feels funny, not really painful, but just full of nervous energy that won't go away.
So nervous, excited, and a little bit scared, all mixed together right there in your belly.
You could say, I feel nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach about my presentation today. And that one simple sentence in the morning, today I feel because, is such a great daily English habit to get into.
It really is. You check your inner weather report and practice your English at the exact same time. Two good things at once.
Okay, so after the morning calm, life starts getting louder. Work, school, messages, phone calls. That's when our daytime feelings really start to show up.
Yes, in the middle of the day, so many of us feel busy, stressed, or just in a rush to get everything done.
For me, when there are too many things on my to-do list and not enough hours, I start to feel really stressed and a little bit on edge.
On edge, that's a great expression. On edge means your nerves are very thin, very sensitive, like they're stretched super tight.
Exactly. When I'm on edge, even the smallest things can make me angry or upset. A slow email reply, a late bus, a tiny little mistake, and suddenly I just want to shout.
It's like your feelings are sitting on a really high wall, and any little push can make them come tumbling down.
That's such a good image. So you might say, I've been on edge all morning. There are so many deadlines looming over me.
Or, I feel stressed and a little bit irritated at work today. Simple, honest, real.
And when this feeling of being on edge continues for too long, when there's too much stress and too many tasks piling up, we slowly start to feel exhausted.
And maybe even burned out.
Burned out is a strong one, isn't it? That's when you're not just physically tired, you're emotionally and mentally empty. Totally, completely empty.
Burned out means your mental energy feels completely finished. You feel exhausted, you feel unmotivated, you feel heavy, like you're carrying a mountain on your shoulders.
Like a candle that has burned all the way down to the very end. No more flame left, just wick and smoke.
I had that experience once. I kept saying yes to extra work, extra projects. At first, I felt proud and busy, like I was being so productive and helpful.
But then,
Later, I felt completely overwhelmed, then burned out.
Overwhelmed is when there's a big, giant wave of tasks coming at you and you feel very small underneath it all.
A wave of tasks that just keeps crashing over you. So you might say, I'm overwhelmed with homework this week, or I was burned out after the exam period.
And sometimes it's not black and white, is it? Not fully happy, not fully sad. We say we have mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings, like happy and sad together, all tangled up in the same heart.
For example, when I moved to a new city, I felt excited and hopeful about new opportunities, but at the same time, I also felt scared and a little bit lonely. I had mixed feelings about it.
That's such a real example. Or you could say, I have mixed feelings about my new job. I like the money, but I really miss my old team.
Yeah, that balance of pros and cons really shows up in our lives, doesn't it? And there is another feeling word that I really, really like: proud.
Proud is such a beautiful feeling.
Proud is when you feel genuinely happy about something you did. Maybe your work was really good, or you finished a really hard task that seemed impossible at first. You feel strong inside, like you accomplished something meaningful.
For instance, you could say, I'm proud that I finished my project on time.
Or, I felt so proud after speaking English in the meeting. That one takes real courage.
It really does. But when things go wrong, we can also feel disappointed or just totally fed up with everything.
Fed up. That's one of my favorite expressions. It means you're tired of something, sick of it, and you really don't want it anymore.
You might say, I'm disappointed. My plan didn't work out the way I hoped.
Or, I'm fed up with always being late. Or even, I'm fed up with being scared to speak English.
That last one hits home for so many of our listeners, I bet.
So, in the daytime, your inner weather can shift and change so many times, from focused and confident in the morning, to stressed and overwhelmed by noon, to disappointed or fed up by the afternoon.
All in the same afternoon. And every single one of those feelings is a chance to make a simple, honest English sentence about your real life.
Then the day starts to slow down, the sun goes down, the emails stop coming in, and your evening feelings arrive.
Yes, evening is when the outside world gets quieter, and the inside world, your thoughts, your heart, your feelings, they get louder and louder.
For some people, evening feels peaceful and relaxed. The day is done, you can finally breathe. But for others, when the lights go down, the sad feelings come up.
I've had both experiences so many times. Some nights I feel calm, cozy, and deeply grateful. I'm tired, but in a good way, you know? The kind of tired that feels earned.
I can picture that perfectly. You drink your tea, you read a book, maybe you watch something gentle on TV, and you just feel relaxed.
Calm, cozy, relaxed. Like your mind is finally taking off its shoes after a long day of walking.
Yes, exactly. But other nights, Rabio, other nights I feel really down in the dumps.
Down in the dumps. That's such a good phrase.
It means you feel very low, very sad, very heavy. Maybe nothing huge even happened, but your mood is just sitting there at the bottom.
You don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want to do anything, you just want to be alone with your thoughts.
You could say, I've been down in the dumps this evening. I don't even know exactly why.
Or, I feel a little bit low tonight. And when something big and really painful happens, like a breakup or losing your job or a big fight with someone you love,
We often say, it broke my heart.
yeah, broke my heart is when you feel deep, deep sadness. Not just a normal bad day, not just feeling a little sad. It's when you feel hurt inside your chest, like something inside you cracked.
For example, it broke my heart when my friend stopped talking to me. Or it almost broke my heart to hear my parents fight.
Those are such heavy moments, aren't they? An evening is also when lonely feelings sometimes visit.
Lonely. Not just alone in a room, but alone in your feelings, even when you're surrounded by people.
You might say, I feel lonely tonight. Or, even in a full house full of people, I sometimes feel lonely.
That one is more common than people think, actually.
But evening can also bring small, quiet happiness, can it? Little moments that put us on cloud nine for just a brief, beautiful moment.
Cloud nine. On cloud nine means extremely happy, like you're floating above everything, like nothing in the world can bring you down.
Maybe you spoke English with someone and it went really well, better than you expected. You can say, I was on cloud nine after that conversation.
Or, I felt really proud and almost on cloud nine when my teacher praised my work in front of everyone.
So in the evening, you might feel relaxed and grateful, or down in the dumps and lonely, or heartbroken, or proud and on cloud nine.
All of those feelings are completely normal. We all have them. Rabio, I feel like we covered so much today. It's actually a lot of new English and a lot of big feelings.
We really did. Morning feelings, daytime stress, quiet evenings. It was like a full emotional day all packed into one episode.
And maybe for our listeners, it was also a lot of new vocabulary and new phrases to absorb.
True. So instead of giving you a big, heavy lesson at the end, maybe we should just slow down and do a tiny, quiet recap, like we're winding down together.
I really like that idea. A soft word tour, as you said earlier. Not fast, not rushed, not overwhelming. Just a few feelings from today, like little gentle lights in the darkness.
So if you're walking somewhere or cooking dinner or just lying on your bed at the end of a long day, you can relax. You don't have to memorize everything or write everything down.
Just listen and notice the words that stick with you. Those are the ones that matter.
So in the morning, we talked about how you might feel when the day starts. Sometimes you wake up tired and maybe even a little bit grumpy.
Yeah, or maybe you feel peaceful and calm, like the whole world is still quiet and peaceful around you.
And we also use that idiom, under the weather, when your body doesn't feel so good, when you're getting sick or already sick.
You can say, today I feel tired, or I feel a little bit under the weather this morning. You really don't need a long, fancy speech.
One small, honest sentence is always enough.
Then, during the day, life gets busy and loud.
Work, school, family, messages piling up, phone calls, notifications, and suddenly you feel stressed or completely overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed is when there's just too much. Too many tasks, too many problems, too many thoughts all at once. And we also used on edge, when you feel very sensitive, like a little thing can annoy you or upset you.
But daytime isn't only heavy, difficult feelings, you know. You can also feel proud or confident when you do something really well.
That's true. Happy feelings can visit during the day too.
You might say, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with work today. That's honest.
Or, I've been on edge all day. I really, really need a break. These sentences are like small windows. They let other people see what's really happening inside you, behind your face. They really are. And in the evening, things usually get quieter on the outside. But inside, your feelings can still be loud and busy. Yeah, you might feel relaxed after a long day, or lonely, or a little down in the dumps. Down in the dumps means really low, really sad, like your mood is sitting at the very bottom of everything. And then sometimes you're on cloud nine, super happy, maybe after a really good call with a friend, or a nice sweet message, or a small success that made your day. And we use that strong phrase, it broke my heart, for those moments that hurt deeply, that really wound you. In the evening, you might say things like, I feel relaxed now, or I've been down in the dumps tonight. Or I was on cloud nine after my English conversation went so well. Or it almost broke my heart when that happened. You don't have to say all of these. Really, just choose the ones that feel true for your own life. Yeah, and remember, you don't need to memorize 20 new words today. That would be exhausting. No, not at all. Even just 2 or 3 words that you remember and actually use in real life, that's already real, genuine progress. And maybe you can choose one feeling word or one idiom that especially resonates with you and make a sentence about your real life with it. You can follow this simple frame in your head. Right now, I feel you're feeling because your reason. Just like that. So simple, but so powerful. You can say it quietly to yourself in your head, or if you want to be brave, you can write it in the comments below. When you do that, you're not just learning English, you're also learning more about yourself and your own heart. Your words matter, your comments matter, and step by step, slowly but surely, your English will grow right alongside your understanding of yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. This is Menya, and this is Robio, and you've been listening to the Viral English Class Podcast. Stay kind to yourself, stay gentle with yourself, and keep going, one small, warm, gentle step at a time. Take care of yourself, okay? Bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. Music playing softly. Music continues. Your English journey doesn't have to end here. To keep advancing your skills and to continue learning with us, click on the next video in the playlist or explore the other videos we've thoughtfully selected just for you. Music fading out.